it's fine, just wait, wait, wait. And then finally a doctor's like, oh, no, 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 they have CP. So how was your childhood reshaped once you found out that you had CP? Because you weren't a baby, you were kind of a young kid, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you were spot on in the sense that it's very common where people just think, oh, it's nothing much. He's a little bit slower at this, this, and this. The big thing that was in my family was that I was the fourth of five. I have three older half siblings and one younger brother as well. And so they didn't really think too much of it. Like, oh, he's the fourth one. My mom actually thought it was a dream because wherever she put me, I wouldn't go anywhere. I didn't move. I didn't want to crawl away. I didn't want to go exploring because if I did, I would just go in a circle. So yeah, it was just kind of swept under the rug in a way where it was just, just never give it a second thought. And it wasn't until I got older and it started to become more apparent that I was struggling to do basic things that my parents were finally like, okay, let's take him to the doctor. And the doctor again was also going to say, oh, he's just got tight legs. But then when my mom also mentioned that my hand and my arm showed some sort of effects, that's when the doctor said, oh, you need to see a neurologist. You need to go see a neurologist right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting that, you know, when babies are born that they don't also do all these types of things. Like it should be pretty common that you have a baby and they get checked out by all the doctors under the umbrella just so that parents know what's happening and that way you're not like 6 years old and your parents are finding this new thing out where they could have if they had known helped you earlier in your life. It's very interesting.
Yeah, you would think it would be a little bit basic procedure just to go through a couple of the more common tests, I would say, would definitely be more beneficial. And also just for identifying as well, rather than late recognition, because cerebral palsy, there's no cure for it. But the more and longer time you spend correcting it through physical therapy and whatever forms of treatment you want to choose, the more effective it's going to be. So for me, I started at 6 years old, but that question mark remains: would it have been more effective at 5 years? Started at 5 years. Would it have been more effective if I started at 4?
Yeah.